Selamat welcome! Mas Bule is back again for another episode of Skirmish preparations. Today we'll be playing Blitz again. We're facing one of the best heroes in Blitz, Rhinar, who's known for his very scary OTK potential, intimidating multiple cards out of your hand, and just dishing a ton of damage. That's why we want to go first, since Rhinar can push so much damage on the first turn that the drawing up on our turn, on the first turn of the game, doesn't matter because you won't have cards in your hand to block with if all goes well for the Rhinar. That's why we're going to pick first, but it's still an aggro-ish matchup, which means I kind of want Needle. We don't need any of the AB. And for the main deck, we're going to still run Aurora and not Oasis or Remembrance. Let's get right into it, and this is awesome. This is everything we ever want in life. That is to transcend on our very first turn. So we transcend. Of course, we want the resource, and we try to get as many different cards in our graveyard as possible. Most likely I'll be going for, we're already going to use the tiger for a tiger swipe, so the one cost that would fit the bill here is spinning wheel kick. Okay, so we're gonna start with the tiger into tiger swipe. Although it reveals our hand sooner, we don't want to be forced into arsenaling like a tiger, because we want to arsenal 100 wins, which is a better combo card that works with a lot of other stuff. Like, even if on our Descendant Bonds turn, we need a 0-cost target that's not Tiger Swipe, we can play the 100 wins before we go for Descendant Bonds. So that's why I'm going for Spinning Wheel Kick. So yeah, we're off to a great start. We put a dent to their armor, and we took 1 point of life, which is not nothing. And Blitz, every point of life matters. Is how it matters is amplified by 2, since you have like half the life you would have in CC. So we'll try to pass here. Thankfully, they don't have the agile windup, so they don't have agility for their first turn. This hand is not the best. We don't have our... Since we do not have our Art of Wars or our Ancestral Harmonies, but we have 300 wins, so it's going to deal a bunch of damage. We might opt to block with Tiger Swipe to preserve some life, especially since they're on their Blood Rush turn, which is scary. Okay, we're gonna block with it here in case they are gonna use another attack that intimidates. We don't want to be forced to be blocking with our other cards. On our turn, we probably want to send like 100 wins, 100 wins, 100 wins, and then arsenal our E-Strike. See, they have another attack that intimidates. We're willing to eat this 8. Thankfully, they drew a bunch of reds. Like, if one of the other cards was a blue, they could Mandible Claw and deal an extra 5 damage, which would be bad for us. We're going to attack with the 100 wins from hand first. We don't want to attack with the one from Arsenal, since it means there's a higher likelihood with them when they block with Scowling that they're going to block. They're going to take our blue 100 wins. I mean, we could have played the blue 100 wins here, but let's see. Another play we could make instead of 100 winsing for 4 is we could, 100 winsing for 3 even. Yeah, we can E-strike 5 draw card, which I feel like might be better since we're trying to dig into our power cards, which are Artivores and Ancestral Harmonies. So that's a completely average 12-point turn. Well, we blocked 3, so it's 15 total, which is nice. Scary thing is they've not used their Scowling, and they're not gonna use it here. And we need to keep our life total above 2 since they're on Reckless Wings. Oh, that's scary. Means they can, like, if they have a 1 cost and a 2 cost, they can pitch a blue to do both, which would definitely be above 9 damage. So we might just need to cash in our... Bro, that's scary. Okay. Okay, they have an agile windup, so that means they can claw. Oh no, they haven't drawn off of Savage Feast yet. Ooh. We get intimidated. We're gonna block with a headpiece. We can go for a high risk line by using levels first. But if they banish our Descendant Gustwave, then we're in a pickle. Okay, the most they can do, because they have the agile windup in hand, is another claw. They can't send another thingamabob. Okay, to insulate from Scowling Fleshbag, I'm going to block 3 here. Let's see, let's think about whether we want to go for the risky line or not. Okay, so we're going to be playing levels, pitching the Chi, playing the Homage, and then banishing, using Zen's ability for the flipped Homage. Oh, we have 3 floating, and then we get Bonds, and in our hand we would have Descendant Gustwave, Aspect of Tiger Body, and 2 Tigers, which means there's only a 25% chance of stuff going wrong. I mean, with their armor and our low life total, I feel like we need to go for the riskier line. And our Bonds can pick up... not much. 100 wins. Let's tell him that we're thinking. Okay, so the extra resource can go into Needle, but there's really not much for us to pick up since, like, Spinning Wheel Kick, which, because these are 2 copies, these are 2 copies, and these are 2 copies, so we don't really have a good Bonds target. So it might just be better for us to grab Chase the Tail instead of Bonds, and that would, like, insulate us. And we already have the 2 Tigers, so we don't need the Aspect of Tiger Body. So blocking with the body piece... we can't do that since we're going to grab a 1 cost, and we're going to have 3 floating, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, this is 1 damage, this is 2 damage, so blocking with Tiger's Stripe Shuko is better. Yeah, I don't think we can play around it. We just need to push this turn. Need to kill him immediately. this, play this, heal 1, gain resource, yes, and Zen for chase the tail, which is odd because we have Descendant in hand, but chase the tail is just correct. And then I'm not sure what I want to draw. I mean, if we see any of our, let's see what the misses are. Wind Chakra is not a miss. It's 3. Blue Descendant Gust Wave. A second Chase the Tail is fine. Mauling Key is fine. Blue 100 Winds sucks. I mean, Blue 100 Winds is still 4 damage with the needles, right? So I think drawing card is worth. Let's start with the tiger. Chase the tail. Hopefully they banish either Crouching Tiger or Preserve Tradition here. I'm gonna play Aspect first, since it's more damage. Now we're guaranteed the tiger, so this being banished is fine. Okay, we're gonna play Descendant Gustway first. We don't need to worry about Tiger because we already have the Tiger in Banish, which cannot get intimidated by the Scowling Fleshbag. Let's play the Wheel Kick first before Needling, because if they use the Fleshbag on the needle, we're kind of screwed. That's great. Play the tiger for 3. And I think we got there. I think we can do this, yeah. Let's grab Tiger Swipe back in the deck. Resource doesn't matter since we're gonna needle twice. Yep, and they're gonna give us their legs. And we have full tempo with them being at 1. All we need to do is for them to not draw a Reckless Swing. This hand is S, so transcending is better because we get the resource to play the harmony. Boom, yes, and then we Zen first for Tiger Swipe that we put back, and then we play harmony, which gets us a tiger. So we're coming for 4, 1, 1, 1, 5, which should be the end, unless they have Reckless Swing. 1, 1, and 5. Good game. So we had to take the risk there, but I felt like it was the right thing to do, because if we had not taken the risk, by going down to 1, we would have given the Kasaya, which meant we would be dealing less damage, and we wouldn't have the resource to actually close it out on this turn where we drew 4 reds, well, 3 reds and an Artifor. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how I played. I felt the Rhinar also played correctly. They had a Blood Rush turn, but that was unfortunate. They drew multiple reds instead of having an additional yellow or blue, which meant they couldn't swing the extra Mandible Claw, which meant their damage was capped like KO. Meanwhile, they're actually a Rhinar, a 2-handed hero, not a 1-handed hero. So yeah, that's the thing that you need to pay attention to. Preserve your life total, transcend early, not defaulting to grabbing bonds whenever you see a descendant or vice versa. Make sure to check your graveyard to see whether you have like good or viable targets, because in the case that I highlighted in this game, we could go for this descendant bonds, but first it was risky if the descendant got hit by the Scalding Fleshbag, and second, we didn't really have a really good target. Both our red 100 wins are in here, so we could grab 100 wins, but it'll be a blue one. We couldn't grab the spinning wheel kick since one was in Arsenal and one was in the graveyard, and both Tiger Swipes was in the graveyard, so we did not have a target to grab. Aspect of Tiger Body was in the hand, but we did not have another red attack to use it first. I mean, we could have went for spinning aspect, close the chain, and then our descendant would be able to grab the aspect, but that extending our turn like that just means we're more prone to the Scalding Fleshbag, since the chance of Scalding Fleshbag to hit the descendant goes up from 25% to 33%, from 1 in 4 to 1 in 3, because we need to play out the aspect of Tiger Body that was in the hand, which would be the buffer for the descendant Gust Wave. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how I played. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my Flesh and Blood content. It's the best free way you can support me and ensure you get creative and free Flesh and Blood content right into your YouTube video feed. That's it for today. Sampai goodbye.